Sunday, November 2, 2014, a cold, dark night in Philadelphia. For 22-year-old Carlesha Freeland-Gaither, a nursing assistant, it was supposed to be a routine walk home. She'd just missed her bus, a minor inconvenience that would soon become the first step in a terrifying ordeal. We often watch true crime and think about what we would do in that situation. Carlesha didn't just think, she acted, and in doing so, she would prove that lessons from the screen could save a life. The surveillance footage is chilling. It shows a man, later identified as Delvin Barnes, trailing her for blocks. He eventually confronts her. What happens next is a violent struggle, and Carlesha is dragged, kicking and screaming, into a dark vehicle. But this is where her incredible story. In that desperate moment, as she was being forced into the car, Carlesha did something that would be the first of many brilliant moves. She intentionally dropped her cell phone. Now, this may seem like a small detail, but it was a calculated risk. It wasn't just a dropped item, it was a beacon, a digital breadcrumb for investigators. It gave police a crucial starting point. The investigation kicked off immediately. The witness, a man named Dwayne Fletcher, called 911, giving a detailed description of the abduction. This was a critical first step. When police arrived, they had the surveillance footage and they had her phone. This gave them her identity, and most importantly, it showed the world the face of her kidnapper. The FBI was brought in, and the hunt for Carlesha and her abductor began. Now, let us talk about what was happening inside that cold, dark car. For Carlesha, every moment was a choice between panic and survival. She was alone with a violent man, but she never gave up. She didn't just accept her fate, she started leaving more clues. At one point, she was able to break the rear window of the car. She dropped her glasses outside, and then, when Barnes asked her to dispose of some trash, she again saw an opportunity. In that trash bag, she secretly placed her earring and pieces of the broken glass from the car window. She was turning her confinement into a continuous, active escape plan. But her actions weren't just physical. Carlesha also engaged in a psychological battle with her captor. Using the skills she had learned from working with high-risk patients, she started talking to him. She didn't just scream or plead, she tried to understand him. She learned his name, and she gathered information that would later prove invaluable. She was making him see her not just as a victim, but as a person. And this, she hoped, would buy her time. Investigation was closing in. The FBI had discovered that Delvin Barnes had a history of violent crime. He was actually out on bail for a separate, unrelated kidnapping case. This detail is crucial. It meant that his car was already fitted with a GPS tracking device. Think about that for a second. The very technology meant to monitor him for his past crimes was now leading law enforcement directly to Carlesha. The GPS pinged his location in Jessup, Maryland. Federal agents moved in, surrounding the vehicle. Barnes was caught completely by surprise. As the agents descended, they found Carlesha alive and safe inside. The relief in that moment, for her and her family, must have been overwhelming. In the end, Delvin Barnes pleaded guilty to kidnapping. He was sentenced to 35 years in federal prison. But the true end of this story isn't about him, it is about Carlesha. Her story is a powerful reminder that in the face of unimaginable terror, there is always hope. She is a testament to the power of resilience, quick thinking, and the simple, human desire to survive. Today, she shares her story, not just